Hey, good afternoon, Willie.
How are you, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Really good. Never complain on a Sunday. Just finished up church online.
Yes, sir.
Got my little injection there.
Nice.
Okay, let me give you an update. Spoke with my client earlier. We're going to speak again this afternoon, make a final decision. She's leaning your way, or your client's way, I should say.
Okay.
Just because of the flexibility. So she posed a question to me earlier today because while she appreciates the rent back thing, she's thinking that it's going to take her a reasonable amount of time to find the exact place she wants to move to.
Right.
Just because it's such a small, footprint.
Right.
And I can't disagree with her
Mm-hmm.
until, listings start to pick up. So her thought process has adjusted a little bit to, you know what, I'll just move out and I'll go into a month-to-month apartment somewhere.
Okay.
Which she can do, probably around $2,400 a month.
Okay.
Which would be a little less than staying in her own place. Not much less, but
right.
a little less than staying in her own place. And I versed that to her, and she's like, yeah, well, I think, it'd be nicer to just let them have the house, and I can do an interim housing. And she's really a sweetheart. She's trying to make everybody happy.
Okay.
So, her question to me, should I put a deposit down on an apartment right now, and when will we know that it's 100% going to go down? Well, you and I know the answers to that. They're called contingencies.
Right.
Right. So I had to explain all that through to her again, not the first time. And then she says, okay, can I talk to you in a couple hours? So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Sorry, it's taken a little bit of
No.
time, but I'm just trying to get her into in a real comfortable place. I mean, isn't that what we do?
Right.
And the other thing I spoke to her about is, look, this rent back thing is really just something being put on the table by the buyers to try to make you feel comfortable. You don't need to take advantage of that.
Right.
I said, we could go back to them and say, hey, can we have close of escrow plus 5, and that's it.
Right.
And I'm guessing that they would be probably okay with that because they've shown some really nice flexibility so far. I can't speak for them, but I'm guessing they'd probably be okay with that.
Right.
And then you just have a drop dead date.
Okay. Yeah.
Rather than having the flexibility of a rent back.
Right.
So, but she's definitely leaning your way. She loves the client's story.
Awesome.
She likes the way you're handling the situation. And maybe I shouldn't, but I have built that up a tad.
I appreciate that.
Because wanting to work with a professional on a transaction is worth its weight in gold.
Well, thank you.
Well, you know that, right?
Absolutely, man. Just had too many tough situations to know I'd rather be in it with somebody that I can speak openly with and figure out ways to come up with solutions, not make things more difficult for everybody. So,
Amen.
Yeah.
And
Right.
someone who communicates. Jeez, I can't tell you how many transactions I've been where it's like pulling teeth to get the agent back on the phone once you
Right.
put them in escrow.
Right.
So, in any case, it'll be on by the end of the day, one way or another. I promise.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll hang in there. Just in being up front, properties, as I mentioned before, are still coming in. They asked me about another one coming up only because the longer that it takes, it just seems as if you're waiting for somebody else. And I'm not saying that that's what you guys are waiting for. But for their sake, when I told them morning and then later in the evening and still nothing, they start feeling like they're dropping to second place. You know what I mean? So I'll let them know, and it sounds like it's more of just your client just kind of putting everything together and processing and understanding what it is. I'll share that with them, and just the sooner the better, because I'd rather have their head 100% into this and knowing that this is the house that's going to be theirs. So the sooner you can share that with me, the better, and then hopefully I don't have to show another one. Today was actually the day that they were hoping to be available to go check some stuff out, and I'm trying to get them to hold off until we hear from you. So just if you could let me know sooner than later, that'd be awesome.
I'm trying, buddy. And
Yeah.
if you look in the listing today, or if you looked at it yesterday, you would see in the agent notes, in capital letters, no more showings, please.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're not showing.
Right.
And we're not accepting offers.
Right.
We're working with the offers that we have, and we're down to 2,
Okay.
and you're on top. So that's the best I can do right now until
Yeah.
I let her just kind of think this last thing through. By no means, I want to make this super clear, by no means are we looking for more offers.
Right. Well, I'm going to share that with them, and I'm going to let them know. What time do you anticipate later today that you should have a better understanding?
I think about 4. And
About
and
4
the only
o'clock.
reason I say that is I've got a 2:30 in Oxnard with a client,
Okay.
and it's at new construction at the Wagon Wheel.
Right.
It's got to be an hour, right?
Right.
I mean, I can just see myself there for a minimum of an hour.
Yeah.
So I promised Andrea that as soon as I left there, I'd get in the car and I'd text her and I'd get on the phone.
Cool. Yeah.
100% not trying to do anything better. I don't even want to review any more offers. It's just extra paperwork.
Right.
This offer is fair.
Right.
It's at the right number with the right people.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to share that with them, and then you just as soon as you know, just please let me know. So we can have some exciting news to celebrate this Sunday and get things rolling on Monday.
Yeah, remember she's been there 25 years, so this is a bit of a it's a bit of a process.
Right. I'm going to reemphasize that to him too as well.
Yeah, and she also wants to make sure she executes. That's another thing she spoke to me about. She said, I want to make sure I understand exactly what I have to do so I don't let anybody else down, quote unquote.
Right.
Right? So she's really trying to do it right. So hang in there.
I appreciate that. All right, Willie. Well, I will look forward to your call later on.
You'll have it. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.